Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve past papers of ICATS English Linguistics Contest for year 2025 for grade 3 and 4. Read the following article and answer the questions 1 through 5. Iman and her family visited the beach during their summer vacation. Vacation means holidays. The weather was sunny and perfect for a day by the sea. Iman and her brother Junaid decided to build a sand castle close to the water. They spent hours piling up sand, shaping it, and adding shells for decoration. Just as they finished, a big wave washed up and nearly destroyed their castle. Instead of being upset, Iman and Junaid laughed and decided to rebuild a bit farther from the water. So, rebuild means to build again, and farther means away. After that, they collected seashells, went for a swim, and had ice cream from a small stand by the shore. Shore means the land along the edge of a sea, lake, or river. Iman thought it was one of the best days of her summer, not because of the sand castle or the ice cream, but because she got to spend time with her family. Question number 1. Why did Iman and Junaid laugh after the wave almost destroyed their sand castle? Destroyed means spoiled. Option A, they were bored with building it. Option B, they found it funny and decided to rebuild it farther from the water. Option C, they did not like the sand castle and wanted it gone. Option D, they were too tired to care about it. So here we will choose option B, which is mentioned in the first paragraph. They found it funny, so they laughed and decided to rebuild it farther from the water. Question number 2. What did Iman and her family do at the beach? Option A. They had a picnic, went swimming, and built a sandcastle. Option B. They only collected seashells. Option C. They played volleyball and went fishing. Option D. They built a sandcastle, collected seashells, and ate ice cream. So it's mentioned in the second paragraph of the text that they collected seashells, went for a swim, and had ice cream from a small stand. And in the start, they were building a sand castle as well. So we will choose option D here. They built a sand castle, collected seashells, and ate ice cream. Question number 3. Why did Iman consider it one of the best days of her summer? Option A, she loved collecting seashells. Option B, she enjoyed spending quality time with her family. Option C, the weather was cloudy, which she enjoyed. Option D, she won a prize for the best sandcastle. So it is written here that she enjoyed it was the best summer just because she got to spend time with her family. So we will choose option B here. She enjoyed spending quality time with her family. Question number 4. What does this passage suggest about Iman's attitude, means her behavior, towards spending time with her family? Option A, she thinks it's boring. Option B, she doesn't really care about it. Option C, she values and enjoys it a lot. Option D, she only enjoys it when they go to the beach. So it is clearly mentioned that she enjoyed it because she was spending her vacation or holidays with her family. So we will choose option C. She values and enjoyed it a lot. Question number 5. What was one of the main activities Iman and Junaid enjoyed at the beach? Option A, swimming. B, building a sandcastle. C, fishing. And D, flying a kite. So they enjoyed building a sandcastle, and when it was destroyed by the waves, they rebuilt it and laughed a lot. So option B is the correct option here. Read the following poem and answer the questions 6 through 10. The Cow by Robert Louis Stevenson. The friendly cow, all red and white, I love with all my heart. She gives me cream with all her might to eat with apple tart. Apple tart is the name of a sweet dish. She vendors, vendors means to move or travel without a specific purpose or direction. She wanders longing here and there, and yet she cannot stray. Stray means something or someone that is lost or has no home. All in the pleasant open air, the pleasant light of day, and blown by all the winds that pass, and wet with all the showers. She walks among the meadow grass and eats the meadow flowers. Meadow means a field of grass, often with wild flowers. Question number 6. What does the cow give the speaker in the poem? Option A, milk to drink. Option B, cream to eat with apple tart. Option C, grass to eat. And option D, cheese for breakfast. So it is mentioned in the poem, it gives cream to eat with apple tart. So we will choose option B here. Question number 7. How does the speaker feel about the cow? Option A, loves the cow very much. Option B, thinks the cow is annoying. Annoying means irritating. Option C, feels afraid of the cow. Option D, finds the cow unfriendly. So this whole poem is about cow and it shows that the speaker loves the cow very much. So we will choose option A here. Question number 8. Where does the cow spend her time in the poem? Option A, in the barn. Option B, in the meadow among the grass and flowers. Option C, near the lake. Option D, in the city. So it is clearly written here. The cow spent its time in meadow among the grass and flowers. Question number 9. What does the line "and blown by all the winds that pass" mean? Option A, the cow is afraid of the wind. Option B, the cow enjoys feeling the wind as it blows. Option C, the cow is running away from the wind. And option D, the cow is in the storm. So here, cow just enjoys the feeling the whenever the wind blows. So we'll choose option B. Question number 10. What color is the cow in the poem? Option A, black and white. Option B, brown. Option C, red and white. Option D, gray. So it was written in the poem that the color of the cow is red and white. So option C is the correct option here. Question number 11. Look at these details about mirrors. People in Egypt used copper mirrors over 3000 years ago. Around 2000 BCE, people in Central America made mirrors from shiny stones. In 1835, Germans started making the first glass mirrors. Choose the main or central idea that ties all the details together. Option A, in ancient China, people shined metal to make mirrors. Option B, mirrors have been in use for a very long time. Option C, glass has been used to make mirrors since the 1800s. Option D, volcanic rock can be very shiny. So if we read all three bullet points of the given text, we may interpret that mirrors have been in use for a very long time. So we will choose option B here. Question number 12. Read the text given below and answer the following question. The birthday wish. Javed stared at the candles on his birthday cake and smiled. Then he closed his eyes, made a wish, and blew them all out. The next morning, Javed jumped out of bed to see if his wish had come true. He looked at himself in the mirror and screamed. Screamed means shouted. His face, arms, hands, and legs were covered in brown fur. Purpose of this book page. Option A, to persuade. Persuade means convince. So to persuade people to make a wish on their birthday. Option B, to persuade people to eat cake on their birthday. Option C, to entertain people with a story about a birthday wish. And option D, to entertain people with a poem about birthday cake. So we can say that Junaid has turned into a bear. Maybe that's why he is all covered in brown fur and he wished for it. That's why it happened. So this book page was just to entertain people with a story about the birthday wish. Question number 13. Read the text given below and answer the following questions. There once was a man named Dave who lived his whole life in a cave. His manners were bad, but You shouldn't be sad. Think of the rent he did save. What is the text's most likely purpose? Option A, to persuade, means like to convince. Option B, to entertain, like to make something funny. Option C, to inform. Or option D, all of these. So so if we read the whole text, it is about a person whose name is Dave and he is living in a cave. His manners are compromised, but we should just think about the rent of house which he is saving. So it is a kind of funny text. So we'll say that the purpose of the text is to entertain people, to make them laugh. So option B is the correct option here. Question number 14. Read the following paragraph, then add the best topic sentence. Okay. So it may sound strange, but sometimes the airport is our favorite part of going on holiday. It has everything we could possibly need. There are lots of chairs, places to eat, and even bookshops. But the coolest thing about the airport is all of the people. We like to watch them come and go, and we try and guess where they are headed. Means headed means where they are going. Option A, my family loves going to the airport. Option B, I can eat giant pretzels at the airport. Option C, our house is very close to the airport. Option D, none of these. So if we have to choose the best topic sentence, it will be my family loves going to the airport. It may sound strange, but sometimes the airport is our favorite part of going on holiday and so on. So option A is the suitable option here. Question number 15. You want to inform someone about shadow puppets. What would should you write? Option A. Sign up today to make your own shadow puppets. Sports will fill quickly. Option B. Shadow puppets are one of the oldest kinds of puppets. The puppets move in front of a light and their shadows tell a story. Option C. Don't miss out exciting shadow puppet show tomorrow at the Village Arts Center. Option D. Neither miss our exciting shadow puppet show tomorrow at the Village Arts Center, nor forget to invite your friends. Option B is the suitable option because if we want to inform someone about the shadow puppets, we will tell that person what actually happens in the show. So that's why you'll choose option B here. Question number 16. Complete the following text with the best word. Recently, the weather has been wet and stormy. Dash, the clouds are finally clearing and the sun is coming out. So, the first part of the text is about what was happening recently, but the second sentence of the text is about what is happening currently, at the present. So, we will choose today here. Today, the clouds are finally clearing and the sun is coming out. So, option A is the correct option here. Question number 17. Choose the transition that adds a new example or idea. Kavish gave his niece a mountain bike for her birthday. Dash. He promised to take her on a ride across the Hammersmith Bridge. Option A, on the other hand. Option B, indeed. Option C, also. And option D, again. So here, option A, on the other hand, is actually the opposite of the first action, which is not the case here because Kavish gave his niece a mountain bike. Also, he promised to take her on the ride across the Hammersmith Bridge. So we should choose also here. Question number 18. You are writing a story about Kamal who is at library. Choose the best description to show that Kamal is curious. Curious means that she is eager to learn about new things. Option A, while other people read, Kamal played her favorite game on her phone. Option B, Kamal kept taking books off the shelf and putting them back in the wrong place. Option C, Kamal pulled 11 books about space travel off the shelf. She couldn't wait to read them all. Option D, all of these. So the obvious option is option C, which is showing that she is taking books related to space, which is a mysterious place actually, and she just can't wait to read them all. So it means that she is curious. So I will choose option C over here. Question number 19. The frog tried on a waistcoat as shown in the following picture. Now add a detail to the sentence so it says more about the picture. Dash. The frog tried on a waistcoat. Option A, while looking in the mirror, which can be our correct option. Option B, while waiting in line, there is no line. Option C, while talking on the phone, as we can see that it's not talking on a phone. And option D is while sipping coffee. So here the obvious option is while looking in the mirror, the frog tried on a waistcoat. Question number 20. Which reason fits best with the opinion and example? More people should look up at the night sky because dash. For example, last night we saw Venus. Option A, you can see how bright the moon is. Option B, you can see patterns in the stars. Option C, you can sometimes see planets. Option D, you can see because the sky is beautiful. So as it is mentioned here that last night we saw Venus, which is a part of our solar system. So we should choose option C over here because you can sometimes see planets. For example, last night we saw Venus. So that fits perfectly in the blank. So option C is the correct option here. Question number 21. Read the text given below and answer the following questions. A ghost island. Sandy Island was first discovered by a whaling ship in 1876. It was found in the Coral Sea off the east coast of Australia. Soon after that, many maps and sailing charts included Sandy Island. These maps and charts helped traders and explorers navigate the waters. The problem is that no one today can actually find Sandy Island. The puzzling story of Sandy Island was brought to the world's attention by scientist Maria Seton in 2012. She was leading a team of researchers through the Coral Sea. They were collecting samples of rocks from the ocean floor. Her maps showed that her ship should have been right next to Sandy Island. However, there was no land in sight. Seton was looking at maps made by experts. How could so many maps be wrong? Seton tried to figure out the puzzle. Her work led to an idea for how the island first came to be on the maps. The Coral Sea has some underwater volcanoes. When lava bursts from the ocean floor, it can create large floating rocks over time. These enormous rocks break apart and disappear, but sometimes they can float for several years before disappearing. Floating rocks have been spotted in the area where sand supposedly stood. So, sailors on early ships may have mistaken the rocks for an island. This could explain why the island first appeared on maps. Still, until 2012, many major maps had Sandy Island existing as surely as Australia. It took one ocean researcher to make the puzzle of Sandy Island widely known. Maria Seton's discovery shows us that even today the ocean still has plenty of mysteries. What is the text about? Option A, it is about why people can't find Sandy Island even though it's on maps. Option B, it's about why so many people visit Sandy Island each year. Option C, it is about why some people said they have seen ghosts on Sandy Island. Option D, all of the above. So here we'll choose option A. The whole text is about how the Sandy Islands are created and disappeared. So we'll choose option A here. Question number 22. Read the text about the Zither Sea organ and answer the following question. Did you know that the sea can make music? To hear it, you can travel to a town called Zadar in the country of Croatia and listen to the Zadar sea organ. The 70-meter long sea organ looks just like large steps leading down to the water, but hidden under the steps are 35 pipes that make music. When the waves push air into the organ's pipes, they play a tune. People say that the notes are like the singing sounds that whales make. The organ was built to welcome tourists visiting the town by ship. Now, people from all over the world come to listen to the beautiful music made by the sea. The organ is played by the waves, which are always changing. So the music is never the same. So question is, based on the text, what is needed for the organ to make music? So it is mentioned here that when the waves push air into the organ pipes, they play a tune. So we will choose option B here. The waves and air are required to make the music. Question number 23. Read the text given below and answer the following question. Mariam held the video camera and said, Alia, when I point to you, open the door and look at the camera. What feelings should I show? Asked Alia. Act like you are surprised, Mariam replied. Based on the text, which sentence is most likely to be true? Option A. Mariam is making film. Option B. Alia is throwing a party. Option C. Alia never listens to Mariam. Option D. None of the above. So here we can say that Mariam is making a film. That's why she is holding a camera and instructing Alia. So we will choose option A here. Question number 24. Read the passage from the story and answer the following question. Gohar was excited about his winter concert. He looked outside at the falling snow and hoped the school wouldn't cancel the concert. Gohar hurried to his room to change into his concert clothes. Gohar, the radio says the storm is getting worse. Wear your snow boots and you can change into your black shoes when you arrive. Gohar's dad suggested. Gohar heard his mother's phone ring in the living room. After a few moments, she knocked on Gohar's bedroom door. Honey, I have got some news, she said. Based on the passage, which is most likely to happen next? Option A. Gohar's mom reminds him to pack his black shoes. Option B. Gohar's mom says the winter concert is cancelled. Option C. The Gohar's mom asks him to go to the living room. Option D. Gohar's mom says the storm is over. So storm is not going to be over so soon. So the expected action that is supposed to happen next can be Gohar's mom says the winter concert is cancelled in such a stormy weather. Question number 25. Read the following text which are both about a dance show and answer the following question. This text is told from the point of view of Jane, who is watching the dancers. The dancer's steps were lighter than a cat's as he crossed the stage. He seemed to float at the top of each jump. Then he spun like a top. He had a calm smile on his face during the whole dance. This text is told from the point of view of Luke, who is dancing. With all my strength I could gather, I jumped across the stage. I stretched like a starfish to make my jumps higher. My legs were aching, means paining. But I wasn't done yet. I reminded myself to smile and put all my power into my one last spin. How is Luke's point of view different from Jane's? Option A. Luke describes the dancing as slow and full of feeling. Option B. Luke describes the dancing as natural and simple to learn. Option C. Luke describes the dancing as light and quick. Option D. Luke describes the dancing as tiring and taking a lot of strength. So here we will choose option D because it's mentioned in the paragraph that he was gathering his whole strength to dance on the stage. His body was aching, but still he was giving his best. So we'll choose option D here. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe my channel.